Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today to build some tiny homes for lease. So, if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the free things. So, let me give my normal disclaimer. I do not edit my voiceovers when I do speed builds, so please forgive any stumbling and my slow Southern United States drawl. So, today I am here for my Twins of Death series. Our oldest twin, Jayce, he has this Victorian inspired home that he's been leasing out the huge bedrooms. There were two bedrooms inside of it, but him and his fiance Lucia have just had a baby, little Fernanda, and we need to get her own nursery right now. She's been sleeping with her parents. So what I decided to do, because Jayce is also on the track for, or the aspiration for, the landowner, he needs to have one more unit anyway. So I've decided to make the whole top floor of his original house for Jayce and his family. The bottom floor will continue to be shared space, and then we will have three tiny homes surrounding the house. Now, they do live in Ravenwood, and every lot in Ravenwood is sprawling. So we already had this kind of old rustic playground that came with the lot, but we also since have put like a picnic table and a grill, but we're not using much of this lot. We also have a shared garden, and Nalina has a mini sheep and a mini goat as well, and they have a pen outside, and we still have lot for days, lots. So anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm building the three tiny homes. The first tiny home I'm building right now is going to be two bedrooms. They will each have a bathroom, but none of the three houses will have a kitchen because they will come to the giant sprawling kitchen that is inside the main house to cook. Now, certainly they may put a lunchbox or something in there, maybe even a mini fridge to grab snacks, but I'm not going to do that at this point. But right now, I'm trying to place this door, and I want to have a fancier window on the front of this first house. I'm also going to expand this roof out the edges, so don't worry. That's why it's looking really strange right now. Also, I'm going to put some smaller windows around the outside, and that is how the roof is going to look finally. And I'm copying and pasting the swatch from the top of the house. The other thing that I am going to do is I am planning to fix up the main house because we already fixed the holes in the floor. Jayce actually furnished it really well in the inside, but we are starting off with, I think we had about 67,000 simoleons. So Jayce has saved quite a bit of money, and Lucia bought 20,000 simoleons over with her. So in this second house, I'm going to do a one bedroom, one bathroom, and I'm going to have a bigger living area. This is the house his sister Nalina is going to stay in because she has been leasing from her brother since they moved out of their mother's home. They like to stay together. The twins are very different from each other, but very close. They have similarities. That's why Jayce is an undertaker, while Nalina is on the reaper track. But Nalina's very mischievous, while Jayce is more reserved. And as a reserved sim, he feels like it's time to get his privacy for his family, or somewhat more. But he's loved the community that he's built with the tenants that he leases to, or some of them anyway. Let's be honest here. But let's see. So what I'm doing is actually just building the house, putting down the swatches for the flooring and the walls and the outside, getting the roofs, the doors, the windows. Then I'm going to come back and furnish it. And usually I don't furnish on camera, but I am going to do it this time. So what I'm going to do as we go, I'm going to talk about the series, but also talk about what I'm doing. So you can really see this taking shape, and I cannot wait to see this with the main house, all walls up, both floors up, and the sprawling little houses around it. It's gonna be like a commune type feeling. I'm gonna also add some livable looking clutter to these houses, but I won't stay on for that part. Our tour at the end is gonna be different too, because I'm just gonna show you the aerial views of the whole compound, and I'm calling it a compound, even though that's a little weird to me. But I won't be able to do the tours on the inside like I normally do, because I'm gonna immediately go ahead and get Nelena back into her home and lease out the other two houses, because JC did have to break the lease for me to get rid of the tenants in the house and to put them back into the small houses. So we'll have some different tenants, but I'm going to show you me furnishing, because I feel like I can handle furnishing the small homes faster. So I do want to have at least some decent mid-grade beds in these houses, because I want our tenants to be happy. I also want to get a good rent from our tenants collectively, because you have to pay $50 per day taxes when you're a landowner for each property. So for 3 tiny houses, it's going to cost me $150 a day. So I need to make sure that I'm making enough back. Now, to talk about the series a little bit, JC and Elena, we talked about how they're opposites, but really, if you want to see a very entertaining story, if I may say so myself, and I do, go back and check out my playlist titled Unfaithful. That is the story of JC's and Elena's father, Jamie. And of course, it's going to encompass their mother, Nia, but also Jamie's wife, or she was actually his ex-wife by the time he passed, Blake. And you have to see this unintentional love triangle, at least on the ladies' parts, where Jamie was trying to be a little bit of a player, but he really kind of got caught up in a little more than he had bargained for. So you have to check them out to really understand the twin story. Now, the benefit of playing with them is that they have a family and a big backstory, and it works really well because I didn't have to build their whole world. So I'm really enjoying playing them. Nelena is in line to get her next promotion, probably in our next episode, where JC is getting ready to get married. So we've got to see where this going to be. They've been having wedding events, and I think they're both ready. Definitely Lucia has been ready, and JC was looking for a wife when he met Lucia, so that's important. So he's getting more stable now. I think he only needs 2 more promotions maybe to be at the top of the Undertaker track. So I'm excited, because he will be the first sim that I've had to get there, where Nelena needs 3 or 4 more promotions to get to the top of the Reaper career. So we've been doing rotational gameplay. Now, what I'm gonna do in a Patreon only video that's for paid members, you will be able to see me do the baby Fernanda's nursery. So join over there if you want some exclusive content. However, what I'm also going to do is renovate JC, because he's got broken windows in the main house. We're going to swap them out. You can see in this tiny home that I'm putting a black bedroom, and I'm bouncing back and forth to the houses because I've got things sorted and filtered, so I want to do that. But yeah, you can see how I'm utilizing lots of colors. Sometimes I'm afraid of colors. I'm one of those people who feels like the color has to be the same colors to match, but I know that's not true. So I have to fight against it. I've got the double rugs, and they're both different prints. And even though I have a base of black on the furniture, I'm proud of myself for putting 2 different color rugs in this house and to stack them with the different prints. But I really love this wallpaper. This swatch of this wallpaper is not something I've ever used before. So that's definitely outside of my box. These bathrooms are really tiny, and then it's the shape of them. So I'm hoping they're very functional. Now, JC's main house is on the gallery at Just a Mom That Sims. So you can always go there and get my bills. If you don't see a bill, just click the CC button if you have access to that, and it will show up, because my game has been flagging content as CC that is in the game packs. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna make like a very tiny living room, and I'm trying to fit this couch, being stubborn about it, and I know it's too little. But there is a couch from the My First Pets pack, and I don't have cats and dogs, but I got My First Pets because it was free for a while. This little two-person couch fits perfectly. Now I do want to put a TV in this house. I kind of struggle with, should I just do a radio only, but I feel like I want to have a TV in every home. One thing I'm also going to go back and do is put lot traits on every place because I want them to have specific features. I want one of them to have more like a hunted feel and have ghosts and be spooky and have the hollow trait. And we had a hollow trait on the main lot as well. I also want to have them in an area for good schools. Some of them I want to be really productive for painters, while others build charisma. Also, if you didn't know, if you have for rent, adding lot traits does add value to your rent price. So you can absolutely do more if you have those things there. So yeah, so I can't wait to get back to Nalina. Nalina also has some things going on with her love life. For example, she has a girlfriend and I think one boyfriend, but then she's got two other guys that she's involved with. So Nalina lives kind of wild and fancy free. She's also the twin that has been exploring Ravenwood to the fullest, also trying to collect tarot cards, going and investigating the houses there. So if you want to see some wildness, check Nalina out. And some episodes I do both twins, some just one. But JC, he has just been in some family type gameplay. He is the one who hosts, Thanksgiving and Christmas feast. He makes sure that the family stays close, even though Nalina's very much family oriented as well. She's just free spirited. JC was ready for a wife, so he started dating intentionally, being the key word. So he met Lucia, who came off of Cupid's Corner, and she was a gallery maid sim, and she is beautiful. All I did was change her hair because she had hair from a pack that I didn't have, and I mean, she is absolutely just lovely. So he has proposed to her, and I'm thinking they're gonna get married in maybe one of the churches that's already been built, or maybe a Max's Build church. They have a church with a chapel, and it's got like two separate parts that I really love. But I also thought about having them get married right here on the grounds, because even with the three houses, there is so much space left that we could do a little small wedding setup. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, this is Nalina's home. I've got plants here. She likes greenery. Now on this lot, we're going to have the hollow grounds. We're going to have the spooky and the ghost tray on. So all the creepy lot trays that I have for my packs are going to be turned on these lots. Now Nalina is macabre, so she likes that. You can see I'm doing a little setup here with the table across the room. She's got a huge living room because she's really got room to have another tiny bedroom, but I didn't want to do that because I can't see Nalina settling down for real anytime soon. So I can't wait to see, JC lease these out and see people coming and going. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do some pan overs in a second. I did show you the first tiny home, which was the largest one, at night because I really like how it looks at night. But look at the land here. This is like, if you value land, like look at the view in Ravenwood. It is beautiful. And I just love the color of the pink houses and the spread. You can see our tiny sheep and goats here. Those are Nalina's. And I really like this house. It feels cozy and spooky at the same time. So tell me what you think of this down in the comments. And I really hope that you enjoyed this build. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye. Oh, y'all, check out the new windows too. We don't have those broken glass windows anymore. Hey, we balling. We doing it up. We getting it on right. Bye, y'all.